I'd love to give you the floor a little bit more on how, after you watched your friend go down, you mentioned about the artificial turf and how they're taking it up for the World Cup. So why not for actual, NFL games? And you said do better. I'd love to give you the floor to actually put more than 280 characters on it.
Yeah, it's just something that's been weighing heavy on me. Playing this game for as long as I have. When I first got in the league, I didn't know any better. I was just excited to play and run around. And I think you hear now with the multiple social media platforms and players actually having more of a voice, you're seeing them voice their displeasure with certain surfaces, not only the current status of that surface, but when it is grass, maintaining a proper level of grass, but also the artificial. I don't think there's a need for it. There's definitely not a need for it anymore. The only thing I can wrap my mind around it is aesthetically pleasing for TV, and it's a borderline. It's a carpet that's nice to put stadiums on, or to put platforms on, so you can host other concerts and events easy and not have to clean up. And it's fits your bottom dollar better. But other than that, when we talk about the game and player safety, and if we keep advocating player safety and the importance of it, it's doing us a disservice. I can say firsthand. Look, you can use whatever numbers you want, and they do skew to show that like grass is safer than artificial turf. And then from a first person's perspective, like someone who's been playing the game for as long as I have, it sucks. No one enjoys playing on it. Everyone's too scared to talk about it. NFL, just be better, do something, be an advocate for us and help us out. I mean, you guys are the ones who keep wanting constructing these stadiums, and look at football for its origin. We played on grass. In rainy days, in snow, in mud. It's fun. It's supposed to be meant to be on grass. Let's not get away from that, because I feel like we are starting to get away from it. And then eventually you're going to wake up. It's going to wake up a monster that they don't want to deal with. And I think right now, it's a smart thing to do. Just address it. Quit ignoring it and address it now, because if not, it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Well, looking at the still photograph of the moment when Rodgers lost his Achilles last night, you can't help but see how firmly planted in the rubber pellets that are popping up his left foot and rest of his leg, how unnaturally bent it is. And it's no surprise that a 39-year-old Achilles tendon might snap clean, as it apparently did based on the MRI that was revealed. How much is this brought up between the players and its players association, and then forwarded on to the league? How much of this is a conversation for actual action, David?
I think it's an ongoing conversation. I think it's one that the owners don't want to have. And I think the only way they do want to have it is during a collective bargaining agreement. And I personally don't think there's no place for that. Why would you even want to wait till then is my first plea out there. The second one is, of course, the owners can be like, well, if the players want it, then let's just not do anything and then let's get something for it. It's like, no, this is the betterment of everything for the game. You're making the game worse, jeopardizing all players. But even of that, you have your upper echelon of really what people come to see. And I put Aaron up in there. And then there's a lot of other guys who, I'm not going to sit here. I don't have it off the top of my head of the guys who have been injured playing on artificial turf, but like the quality of the game goes down when you don't have your elite players out there. So why not do what you can? I mean, look what Lionel Messi. Any service he goes onto, they're going to usher out brand new grass for him. He is that amazing, and people want to go see greatness. So my whole thing is like, okay, now look at what we do for a living. It already is very chaotic and very violent. Why are we adding this extra element in there? I mean, I think that you said with Aaron's foot, and I felt it firsthand. There's so many times my cleat gets stuck. And guys are always going to, at the end of the day, they always say, we'll use these different types of shoes. Not everyone's using the same type of shoes. And I'm not going to be skidding around there and putting other people at risk because other guys don't want to be in the quote unquote, like the right turf shoe. It's just, it's the Wild West when it comes to those surfaces. And I think there's just no place for it. It's like, it's grass, man. Just use grass. I don't even understand why we're even still at this point. Like, it's football played on grass, period.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.